Greetings, humans and fellow fairy creatures. I am back in my regular form, as I should be, not that disgusting human form that I usually stream in. Today is a very special day. It is the 18th anniversary of the English release of RADIATA stories. I already finished the Japanese version, which ironically enough, when I started that playthrough of the Japanese version, we were celebrating the 18th anniversary of the Japanese release. But now we're celebrating the English release. So, it's only appropriate that we play the English version. But you know, I played this game so many times that I'm kind of at a loss at how to, you know... You can only play this game so many times before it gets kind of stale. I mean, there's like a lot of stuff to discover and everything, but I've just played this game so extensively that eventually even I run out of ideas. But there is one thing that I haven't done yet, and that is get a full complete friends list. I just have never really bothered with it. So that's what we're going to do with this playthrough. Now, we are starting from the like the very beginning, and as you probably know, the recruiting doesn't start until after we get fired from the night, so it's not going to be until like several, well maybe not several, but like a few hours into the game. So we're not going to be doing any recruiting right away. Just a forewarning. Where's the sprout? I was going to clip it in my hair, but it kind of, I mean, this hair is already kind of tangled as is. Maybe I can just clip it. Oh, I can clip it to my cape. There we go. You can't really see it too well though. It's already been 18 years. I know, it's so crazy. This game is old enough to sign up for the military and die for its country, I guess. And it's old enough to star in a porno. It's old enough to vote, at least in the United States. I don't know what else it can do. Also, thank you for the follow, Infinity Sodas. I've seen your name in the Discord, so welcome in. Bring back the head sprout. Okay, fine. I just need to find a place to clip it where it's not going to get like... There we go. Are you happy now? You're an audio randomized version? That actually would be kind of cool. I mean, it would be a good addition. I could still play the English version of the game with like full, like, you know, aiming for a full friends list while also doing the jumbled audio. I mean, I'm down for that. Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. You know what? It's the 18th anniversary. Let's have fun with it. I used to be drunken fool, but I didn't feel right having a Jarvis when we already have a Jarvis role player. That's fair. I don't think Devin would have minded, but also, if you look in the plague points, I forget how much it costs. It's 200 plague germs, but I have these wings that alternate in different colors, and for just the low price of 200 plague germs, you can change the color. It cycles through various colors, but if you want it to be a certain color, it can be. The thing that kind of sucks about it is that I have to, like, the receiver is right on my back, so I have to kind of, like, reach right behind me. Purple. Yeah, just put it back to fade. There we go. Okay, let's have a look. Continue to download. In the meantime, how has everyone been? How was your week? Or half of the week, and we're already on Wednesday. But, How was your weekend? Eating a big bowl of mushroom soup. And it's not like cream of mushroom, it's that kind of brothy Polish mushroom soup that you made. Okay, this is gonna take just a couple minutes to download, so it'll be done soon. Is this like is this like a separate ISO, or is this like a cheat that I have to like sort of put in? Thank you. Thanks as always, James, for your support. 10 months. Wow. So many months. It's a patch. Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna make a copy of the original ISO and then patch like the copied version, so in case I mess anything up, which I've been known to do. Okay, 10 seconds left. I think I still have Delta Patcher. I have to use Delta Patcher for this, right? I would subscribe more often, but I don't get Amazon Prime all that often. That's fair. Oh, come on. Don't block it. Sorry, my, Chrome blocked this file because it's dangerous. No, it's not. I trust it. Come on. Don't be like that. I'm gonna try in, I'm gonna try it one more time in, like, Opera or something. Try it. Or Firefox. But yeah, that's understandable. I was actually thinking of, like, discontinuing my Prime and discontinuing my Nitro, just because, like, I don't like that you can only do autopay, you don't have the option for, like, a bill. Oh my god. That was unnecessary, Opera. That noise. Okay. Hopefully Opera won't give us any issues. Because Chrome thinks that you're trying to give me Algandars, James. Yeah, the remix isn't quite ready. I did beta play or beta test some of it, but I think it's only done up to the Crocagator mission. Okay. Alright. Download, I don't want no trouble. Okay. Here we go. That's all it took. Just using a different browser. Okay, we got Delta Patcher. And it's give me a second. I just need to find my original RADIATA Stories ISO. Where is it? I really need to clean up my files. RADIATA Stories USA. That's okay. Maybe another day, eh? Let's see. Copy. So it's gonna take me a little bit. My documents folder is a hot mess. This wouldn't be the first time that I've like started a stream with no direction and then just kind of decided to take it a different way. Let's see. Where is it? RADIATA stories. Here it is. Open file location. Alright, I'm gonna rename this RADIATA stories random. Okay, RADIATA stories random. Okay, and then we gotta do the Randu. Almost done. I just need to patch this and then... Error has occurred. No! See log for more information. So it says an error has occurred. X delta 3 target window checksum mismatch. Invalid input. Maybe it's the wrong... Not delta 3. Well, that's okay. It's a good thing that it was just a copied version. Oh, wow. Music ran out. Let's put on some more RADIATA stories music. RADIATA. An hour of relaxing RADIATA music. Yeah, no worries. I can always try it again. Delta patch. RADIATA stories. I can put this in a separate folder. RADIATA stories randomized. Where did I put it? There we are. Alrighty. Okay, no worries. There we go. Maybe that's why Chrome was freaking out at me. Probably not, but that's just how it is. Just a couple more seconds on it, and then it should be done. What other kind of things besides the audio do you think that you would be interested in randomizing? Extract to... Where's my randomizer folder? Alright, this should be it. Yeah, it might be a little too hard. Like, especially if you're, you know, like a level 2 and you encounter a blood orc. What's my favorite song in game? That's a good question. There's a lot of good ones. There's, I like the Alganar's Castle theme. I like that one song that plays when, like, it's like a dramatic moment between, like, Ridley and Jack. It's like, let's see if I can find it. I think it's called Bloom of Anxiety. Oh, come on, Delta Patcher, don't do this. Randomize the party members. So, like, if you try to befriend, like, one character and they're supposed to be added to your party, like maybe someone else accidentally, or not accidentally, but like someone else gets added to your party instead of that person. That'll be kind of interesting. Okay. So I gotta do the original. Yeah, man, that one's good too. Come on. Come on, Delta Patcher. Don't be like this. Every fight is different, people. Yeah, you'd have to make sure you don't get locked out. Sometimes you get through. I don't think the world is ready for 3 Clives. I think it's a little too powerful. Come on. Oh yeah, what is with the gods here? You get Elwyn, you get Valkyrie, and you get the Ethereal Queen. Oh come on, Delta Patcher. Okay. It's taking some time, but I think it'll eventually get to work. Come on, Delta Patcher. It's like when I try to open up a file, it just kind of freezes. There we go. Yeah. I mean, it's not even so much the patch itself, it's just Delta Patcher in general when I, like, try to open up the files. It'll say not responding. Oh, come on. No. No error. No error. Oh, come on. Yes, I see the log. It's giving me the same error. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. I mean, the version of Delta Patcher that I opened was kind of sus. It just kind of... I'll try it again. Because I trust that there was nothing wrong with the download that you gave me. Just a little bit suspicious by the fact that Delta Patcher was not responding when I was trying to do something as simple as open up the, are you using the Queen English? May. You know, that's a good question. Maybe I should download a new one. That's a good point. Just start fresh from the beginning. While we wait, Infinity, who is your favorite character? It's gonna take 5 minutes to download the Queen ISO. Might as well make conversation. 3 clash would activate the secret hidden Voltiblast and the world. Yeah, we don't want that. He's gonna yup us into oblivion. The toughest questions that anyone's ever asked you. It's tough. Because you gotta think about it. Okay. I'll start everything fresh. Start from the beginning. And, Hey Ad, how's it going? Good to see you. Right now, we're, just, changing pace a little bit. We're, instead of, I mean, we're still gonna do the, try to 100% the friends list. But, we're gonna be doing something a little bit different. So James has made this, randomizer. It just randomizes the audio. You probably saw it on the Discord if you've been paying attention. But, so that's what we're going to be doing. We're doing 100% friends list, and we're doing randomized audio. Probably has to be Gerald. Has Volty, super good in combat. Yeah, he is pretty good, and he's got the eye patch. He's got voltage. He's got about 9,000 volts. I'm doing well. I'm just waiting for the RADIATA Stories ROM to download, because I think the version that I was trying to patch wasn't the most. I think it was already patched, so it was kind of contaminated. It's over 9,000. Yeah. I've got 2 minutes left on the download. So right now we're just kind of hanging out and stalling for time while listening to RADIATA Stories music. It's RADIATA Radio. What if we did the fireworks tape with Gerald in his PJs and also Jack is in his PJs? Sleepover. What if we had a sleepover at the Gold Dragon's castle? I'm sure it could be done. In fact, there is a patch that allows you to take anybody on a date. Which, now that I think about it, the version that I was trying to patch before might have been that version. The thing that sucks about patching is that you can't, like, put patches on top of patches. So I was just asking Infinity Do you prefer Infinity or sodas, or what do you prefer? I was just asking what the favorite character is. Right. About a minute left. We all know what Devin's favorite character is. We don't have to... I don't even have to ask that. Unless we were asking his second favorite character. Clive. You're serious, right? You're not joking? I mean, hey, if he isn't, no judgment. He said Clive. Clive is your fave now. You know what? Clive does his best. Gee, I wonder. It's a mystery to me. I hope it's Clive. It is Clive. 100%. Okay. No, I don't want to buy online. Then, of course, it takes some time to extract. Okay, is it just me, or does he sound like Goofy when he makes his, like, noise? Also, I love how Hap is promoting the RADIATA Stories Discord, even though, like, everybody in the chat right now is already in it. That's the way it is. It's very southern and goofy. It is. There's, I believe... I don't know if he still goes as Clive or if he changed to Galvados. I think he's, he might still go as Galvados. But, there's someone in the Discord, the RADIATA Stories Discord, who is the Clive role player. And the first time, well, one of the first few times that we did, one of the first few times that we did, like a video, not video call, like a voice call in the Discord, like a voice hangout. I heard him talking, and I thought that he was doing like a genuine Clive impression, but then I realized that's how he actually talks. There's gonna be an ad in like about a minute, so when that comes, I'm gonna kind of call up my commentary, or not really say anything too interesting. But I realized that's how he actually talks, and then I was just saying like, oh, you have like the perfect accent for the person that you're role-playing as, and he's just like, yeah, like when I first played RADIATA Stories and I heard Clive's voice, I was just like, he sounds stupid. Oh wait, I sound like that. I just thought it was funny. Alright. Gil's the best character. He is. One of them, anyway. How are you doing, Sleepy Sarah? This doesn't sound like Tom Hanks's bad New England accent, right? So I want to apologize to anyone who's just joining the stream and is like, oh my god, he's been streaming for 30 minutes and he hasn't started playing. I'm trying to get the patch working. Yeah. Who is your favorite character, Sarah? was talking about favorite characters and how Clive is everybody's favorite character. Download is almost finished. All right, let's try this on for size, okay? But Gene would be a very easy person to roleplay as. You just say nothing. Him and what's his name? Sonata. He's just like ... flies away. Okay, RADIATA randomizer. Alright, let's try this now. Zane's definitely up there. I like the way you think. And Gil. And Lily. Yeah, Lily's cool too. Clive is super based. He is, and you know what? I think he gets too much hate for who he is. Oh, yay! Successfully applied. Alright, let's play that patched version now. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for RADIATA stories? I have to first find the ISO. I'm gonna change the name just to random. I think that's what it is. Okay. I'm hoping it works. Browse. RADIATA stories random. Okay. Live camera. So I have to get the game up. There we are. You were about to unsubscribe and block because it took me too long. Alright. Actually, before I like get into like the actual game, I want to just do something really quick. Like I want to just play like a random file just to make sure that this is the patched audio. Just go into battle. Okay. I think it is. Those are definitely not the voices that that they are supposed to make. So yes, this is the version that we are looking for. So let's start it over again. We're gonna watch the intro. I'm so excited. You gotta watch the entire title screen, even the anime opening. I wish that there was like an anime It's just a question of like which side would they take? Would they go with the human path or would they go with the non-human path? Alright, I'll get into that anime opening soon. Super dramatic. I could barely read that text. It's very scribbly. Japanese version doesn't have an anime opening? That's weird. I never noticed that. So does it just stay on the title screen the entire time? It's kind of interesting. You'd think of all things they would have it. They seem to have more stuff, like more content than we do. Wait, no. We're doing new game. Oh yeah. Screen, we're gonna do 16:9. Vibration. Vibration doesn't matter because I don't get vibration on... Oops. Sorry. I'm still... My brain is still in, like, the Japanese version mode where, like, a circle means confirm and X is back. Voices, and text. Alright, you're ready? This is actually going to work out to our advantage because even though we can't really do any recruiting for the first like beginning of the game, there's going to be a lot of cutscenes. Surprised that none of the YouTube cutscene compilations have disabled or enabled. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I have it. Because the blur is what kind of causes the PCSX2 graphic settings to be kind of wonky. Just make sure your uploads are crisp in quality. Yeah, they are pretty crisp. Oh man, now I want ketchup chips. I don't feel like getting up. I do have chocolates. Those delicious. That's gonna be my snack. Very long cutscene. You're lucky you can buy them. We don't have them here. Every time I go to Canada, I stockpile the Lay's ketchup chips. I know that they have like Old Dutch, and like they have like there's like some other brands of ketchup chips that they have here.
Are you trying to start a war?
Yes, that's right. The Wind Dragon guards the elves. The Water Dragon guards the orcs.
We have other brands of ketchup chips, but they're just not as good as the Lay's ones.
Yes, she isn't lost to us yet. But we must have your strength if we are to help
her. This is actually starting to make a little bit more sense.
You can't just take other people's things. That's it.
Yes.
My friend, I will be leaving RADIATA soon.
The goofy music just goes perfectly with it.
Enough! We're on duty!
General, let's get going! We don't have much time!
I don't think he knows it himself yet. But Lord Zane has been affected by Alvendal.
Oh, really? Spoiler alert!
The end of the world! So that's what she was talking about.
It's your monster.
I'm sorry
It is.
about before. All
It
that
is
stuff
true.
about getting revenge for my father.
I love this so much. It's such a silly little thing, but it brings me great joy. It's so amusing. I'm amused.
What, you persistent imbecile?
Into situations that aren't of their own making. The dragon, I pray. My beautiful prey!
Gives him a sword. What, you persistent imbecile?
I don't want to hear your lies, Gawain. You can't fool me.
It's been a long time, Linus.
Listen, Pipsqueak.
You can ask all you want, but they won't let you into the City of Flowers.
More than a little, actually. Master Genius, is something wrong? Huh?
Hey, Ice Cream Social Night.
Where am I?
Welcome.
You are expected at the Rose Couchon inauguration ceremony. Hey, Ridley! Are you okay? Wake up!
Very well. I will include that in the report I'm preparing for Lord Larks concerning your recent behavior.
When the squad has no assignments, you're free to accept solo missions and polish your skills.
Even if that man should be called Gawain Rothschild.
I see.
The old wino!
Oh, great.
Yes, sir!
Put that in the Discord, Devin. The Alcadar's Discord.
Perhaps your methods are too lenient. A sergeant?
Okay. Devin's like, don't tell me what to do.
Then, in return, you let Ridley go. How about it? Sir Cross brought that blood orc? What was he thinking?
Jack can do a million different voices. Expert voice actor.
Hey, I said open up. If you don't, I'm gonna bust my way in. What in the world happened to him? Why is he like this?
So, the fact that Sebastian already talked with that reverb, it just makes it more funny. Like him, like looking up at Star and being like, "Why is he like this?" Oh god.
What are you talking about? I've been down here conducting some very important research.
He's been way down there because he's short. This was totally worth the 30-minute wait.
So without humans to serve as their vessel, the twin dragons would never awake.
Each human life is a fragile thing. It lasts a few fleeting years and ends before it really begins.
This is gonna get even funnier when we get to the more serious cutscenes.
Okay, this one I don't get. Some kind of abstract thing?
It's just a...
The request comes from Anastasia of the Olashian Order. She wants us
It's
to
just
get
a
her
diagram,
propagate.
Jack. You can't understand it. It's just a bunch of gobbledygook.
Well, anyway, never mind that. We have to get going and meet the client.
Hey! What can you do?
There's no point complaining about it, Leonard. Orders are orders. You know how it is.
All right, then. If you're looking to be taught a lesson, you've come to the right place.
Appropriate.
I don't know for sure, but I do know that he's plotting something.
Yeah, Ridley is plotting something.
Sir,
He's always refused, but this time I have more than just a personal reason to offer.
Well, first I want to see the accessories at OK Hand in Magetown.
we are currently preparing an attack force to retake the fort. This is where you come in.
Oh man! I can't believe I overslept again! It's a real honor that the brand new Rose Cachon has been given such a super important assignment. Let's hurry! What the heck is that? No matter what we do, the dragons will attack us?
Yes, I scream like that too when we begin the fight. Now, normally I just let Ridley, like, kill me, but I really do want to see what voice... I want to see what voice they have for her wild pitch. Or I can go let her do her volty. Junk trap. She got very manly grunts. So Jack is now a white elf.
And what is that?
And what is that?
It's his fault Lady Ridley was hurt.
Can't wait for Gerald to use charming voice. Me neither.
But my sweet, now you're captain of your own brigade, with the very best knights under your command.
Spoke with the ending.
Jack. She'll soon be on her feet.
And then he gets...
Far enough!
and then he's now on his feet.
It's okay. Don't try to talk.
Most of the time, I just said yup.
This girl was to serve as the Gold Dragon's vessel, you see. There was nothing I could do to stop it.
You two are going to fight it out to see who gets to be corporal from now on.
Lafay, Ma, Kuiha, Sajik, Kaifu.
Disgraced former members of the Knights usually aren't allowed in the castle, are they?
Man, I'm popular today. Yeah. Who is it?
Now, what are your demands?
We were trusted by the fairy creatures, and in the City of Flowers we were allowed to come and go as we pleased.
It just wouldn't be fair to all of them.
I won't do it even if you fire me! Try it and see!
Even Lord Star was defeated. You should not feel too bad.
We'll be told who once we get there, but I want you all to be on your toes.
It doesn't matter. It's just talk.
Huh? What are you talking about, old man? You're getting kind of preachy.
Lupus Gate. It's all happening exactly as you predicted.
Even Stevens, it is.
Jack, humans are creatures bound by their fate. By their deeds do they live and die.
I don't believe in fate. It was my purpose. It was my mission to beat you. That's
Those two
all.
lines are actually in order.
The Silver Dragon definitely came this way. Ridley must be here too.
Yeah, right.
Quit squirming, you do like we tell you.
It does feel like that, where they just have the lines out of context.
And so you decided to come back empty-handed? What were you thinking?
No, nothing like that. Just come, please. Sergeant! Jack!
I'm right here.
You even turn your swords against the Guardians themselves.
Ta-da!
Folly upon folly. Will you never be satisfied?
Yeah.
Ridley! Hey! Ridley! Wake up!
Do you want to do the honors?
You will then link up with the Noir Mouton Brigade and march on Fort Halencia.
You even turn your swords against the Guardians themselves. Folly upon folly. Will you never be satisfied?
It's the same line over again.
But the appearance of the dragon was unanticipated. Dinas, are you familiar with the ancient legend?
All this killing. Dwarves, elves, dragons. Seems to me you're afraid of something.
Jack, please stop that. Is that Lady Ridley? Rinka and Flower will look after Miss Adele for you.
I hope we get to the It'll really. I hope so too. I'm kind of curious when it's gonna show up.
Is he the savior of the dwarves?
But what about you?
I also love how they move their mouths to the audio instead of like the
Very well.
actual text.
I would like to ask you a simple question.
Hey, wait a second. What are you talking about?
This is making the cutscenes much more bearable.
But how should I put it? It seems to me that you know too much. Far too much.
Them showing up was a real surprise.
It's the voice actor of Zane, not acting
You
as
have
Zane.
your duty, Aphelion. I reckon you'd best do it.
I went to the castle myself, but the guards were there, and they wouldn't let me in.
Ridley. Huh? Check it out. Looks like there was another dwarf who managed to escape.
He doesn't look like a dwarf.
Hey! Are you making fun of me?
Dwarves are the enemy of humankind. It is time to strike.
Okay, let's do it.
Reach deep into your heart. Call out to Ridley and set her free.
The general is finished. No one will listen to him. The people will follow the Dragon Slayer now.
Sorry.
It seems that the elves and the other non-humans have been planning this war for a long time.
I'm glad I was able to see you again, Jack.
Lord Jasmine.
How romantic.
You are up very early, sir. Is everything all right?
Yes, Lady Anastasia.
You learned many valuable lessons from this last adventure.
You have to do your very best to fulfill your own mission. That's what makes you alive.
I wonder what they're gonna have in place of the no. I'm really looking forward to it.
Aye, but it was quite a search. I looked everywhere, and here you were the whole time, a lord of the castle.
Leonard! Where's Jack?
Jack, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Jack's sorry too. Sorry, he's gotta sleep there.
The journey will be a long one. Please make sure that you're prepared.
The princess comes first.
Ridley. What do you mean? Shh, calm down, okay? He'll hear us.
I'm going to grind you down to
Yeah, the no, the da-da-da-dum.
That's the smell of fried toadstools. The black goblins are always eating them and making themselves sick.
Listen up, kid. I wasn't in the best shape that last time.
Okay, I'm gonna start saving. Save. Now, there's nothing that I need to do right now that is going to affect my, like, the recruiting later on, right? And sure, it'll be fine. I do want to stock up on some provisions.
Yeah?
Yeah! One provision. Just one.
Welcome.
Talk to the MP. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another thing to do. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's good. I figured, but I just wanted to be completely sure. It's a good thing that Ad is here. Get Ad as the expert on all things RADIATA. He's like a encyclopedia. Holy water. Release theme. Get the Iron Edge. Hey, you know what? I've had it with your sassy mouth, Devin. Oh, it's Knight's Edge, not Iron Edge. I think Iron Edge is what he already has, yeah. No, no worries. I mean, I don't even know the names of half of the weapons, and I feel like I should. Being as obsessed with this game as I am. All animals. Ride all animals in no time. To prepare yourself for the days to come. Caution, not suitable for those with motion sickness. They were originally going to have Jack be able to ride a pig. He was gonna ride a pig instead of being able to warp places, so he'd like have a pig that he would ride to like a horse. And I don't know if you've seen the concept art where Jack is riding a pig and has a saddle on it. That's what that was from. It's locked. Not much I can do here. I can farm that one night for money. Just by kicking him. I think you can get a total of 100 doggles out of him. But nothing more. I'll see what's in here. Kick everything! That's my room. Teardrop. Ooh, an analysis ball. Speed this up. I'll do like 50 and then get the other 50 after this mission. Dwarf mission. I'm trying to remember. I think this is like one of the white elves that makes that noise. Like Hap or something. It's gone after the first. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, it's a good thing you told me. He's only there to guard us for the first night. Is it just me, or was getting into the dwarves' caves really hard in the beginning? I mean, it is kind of hard when, like, because you realize that there are two at different entrances, and you go to, like... I usually go into the wrong way. Sounds really funny, sped up. It does. Because I don't want to sit through this entire thing. 300 times. Considering I'm gonna get, like, more doggles on my journey, I'm not gonna bother. Oh, the difficult for enemies when you're visiting during the mission. Possibly. Anyway, we have to go to the 3rd floor meeting room. And what's the one with the night outside of it? This way. I'm always getting lost here. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to go into the mines.
Cross!
They're on a very important mission, you see. But in order to complete their mission...
I'm afraid we can expect more incidents like this to occur in the future.
No, he's just been knocked out. We need him alive to conduct our tests.
I am Al, the castle steward.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
Interesting thing too is that Gantz and Al's voice actor is the same person.
But who the heck is this Isabella?
Just as you have today. That is me only concern.
Not just anyone tries out for the Knights. These people really know what they're doing.
But I don't get it. What's happening to everyone?
So, Sprinting Shadow Nocturne finally steps forward.
Jack's only concern is Isabella.
Keep a low profile here. Keep your damn voice down.
Knights of the same brigade are his family, right? Even if I'm not a knight anymore.
You want me to be calm while my friends are turned into slaves?
Okay, let's get her to the castle right away.
Yes, of course. The beast flew south. Lord Locks, permission for me and my brigade to pursue it. It will be wonderful. I can see the shock on those idiot dwarf faces already.
This is very appropriate for the beginning of the dwarf mission.
Ridley!
If I may make a suggestion, my lord, perhaps Ridley should be given her own brigade.
My name is Daniel.
Goodbye. I'll be seeing you again.
I like turtles.
Oh, imagine poor Lord Chasney placed under lock and key in his own house. It's horrible.
We're like family, remember? Hey! Wait for me!
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah? You called, Lord Lucian?
My, what happened to you?
This one, Your Majesty? The tower breaks the sky. Here come the dragons to bring it down.
What? The old fire dragon guy? Is he okay? Captain?
I had already decided to go and face my destiny. But before I left...
He used to be as meek as a mouse with me. Always following me around real quiet-like.
That is the only reason I have agreed to offer my assistance. Well, shall we?
Aye. He's taken a certain human as a vessel. And he's controlling the humans from within RADIATA Castle.
Strange. Ugh. No one else can die. No more deaths for my sake.
That's Lady Ridley's kidnapper. Don't let him get away.
Just said, and then
16 years ago, you vanished, and now you reappear, leading the non-humans against us.
But you gave me the opportunity to strike. I owe it all to you, my friend. Please be calm, Lord Jasney. I shall instruct the guards to begin a search immediately.
Yes, Jack, this is your father's legendary sword, the Arbitrator.
Yeah. Sorry, Chief.
Father!
I turned away and let Karen die.
Listen, it's very important that you let us in.
Way far out! Blood orcs look even tougher than I thought!
No offense, but I already know this stuff. Sorry, Gantz. I know you want to teach me stuff, but I'm just not that interested.
And their only explanation is this crappy piece of paper?
Captain, we should be going too.
They do, yeah.
The castle?
We will escort a dwarf carrying metal goods and weapons for trade.
This picture depicts the extermination of humankind by the twin dragons.
Hey, I'm Jack. Jarvis says we have to fight. Ridley! It's me! Jack!
He's up to no good.
You'll pay for this? But Gawain, Gantz forgives you.
Now. Is that any way for you to talk to your future husband?
Phew. That was close.
Of course I didn't. These frescoes were created a long, long time ago.
The dragons are the guardians of the cosmic order. I really thought we were going to be working together again.
Did you say new prices?
Huh?
Jack is Gantz's future husband.
The silver dragon.
Yep, didn't you hear?
Oh, it's you. You should expect to become very busy soon, being a knight captain and all.
I mean, Sir Gantz. He is the son of Sir Gawain, as I'm sure you know.
General!
If you need help or are confused about anything at all, please do not hesitate to come and ask me.
Ah, sir!
Unlike that creep Nocturne and his thugs.
Just leave it to me.
Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Jack, I'm afraid it may already be too late for humankind.
Brigade, halt!
You again? Oh, shut up. Hey, I know him. That's Leonard. I guess the knights really are here.
I see. The Light Elves will not stand by in silence.
Morning, Jack. Nice to see you all fired up as usual.
You're the one.
What could he do?
What could he do? He just walked away.
This is stupid. Let's just sneak into the fort, okay?
Thank you for the hydrate.
Russell!
What? No way!
Daniel?
Yes, sir. I'll accept any punishment you choose, but...
Which is why I called you to the meeting today. I'm expecting great things from you, Jack.
If you want Ridley, you're going to have to go through me first.
Get as many of the troops together as you can. Do it now!
Is that so? Well, that's a life to envy, don't you think?
The 4 dragons are slain.
You look like quite the little lord.
You have avenged his death, Jack. Leave it at that.
Master Jack, you are surprisingly calm. Of course it isn't a dream, but I'm so overwhelmed. I can't believe this is really happening.
We don't have time for hoity-toity knight ceremonies here.
Really? You understand all this?
Yeah, I'm coming! You stupid fool.
Goblin Haven. It's the Black Goblin Village, of course.
Got it?
I am sure you have heard of me.
You would tell us about
Boy,
Black
the
Goblins.
kid is pretty ticked off.
There's all the good shrooms.
What?
But I have to find him. We have some very important things to discuss.
Captain, cut it out. You're embarrassing me.
That's why he's all blushy.
The shrimp!
There it is! Devin, you said your favorite line.
The old wino!
No, not that one, Devin. Not Devin. Sorry. You guys both have a name in purple.
The shrimp!
There it is.
Really? That's great. But have you seen Cross or the Silver Dragon?
Is that right? Wonderful. Well done, Master Jack.
Are you guys completely psycho or what? We weren't doing anything.
How's the mustache?
You see, is in the castle.
How's the
Hey,
mustache?
who said I was worried?
Oh, I see. Well, now we gotta go do it in order.
The shrimp!
The old wino!
There we are.
How stupid can he get?
Can you hear it, Jack? Can you hear the world crying out in anger and sorrow and pain?
You were defeated by Gerald, were you not?
Yeah, you have a point,
Red
Ridley.
Captain Gantz, I think your soldiers need to learn how to show respect to their superiors.
We're a vessel?
I don't believe this!
I want you to take this to your king.
Ridley accepted that it was her fate to restore order to the world. Illness?
Lord Lucian, can they succeed?
Thank you, my lord. Go on, tell him what you want.
In any case, I want Adele released immediately. That's an order.
Ridley! So it's you. You're the one behind all the Ghost and White Croc stories.
Will you continue to spread the plague to every land in the world?
Based Clive.
The problem is the return journey.
He's
There
asking
may
the
be
real
goblins and
questions.
orcs looking to steal our cargo.
Do you really want to turn around and fight against the humans? Against your old friends?
Right, follow me, everyone.
But wait. There's still a problem.
Lord Lucian is far too kind.
But, Sir Cross! I don't think I can sit out here for too much longer.
I can't believe he killed the fire dragon.
We play game for goat. Categories.
Oh, I wonder where Egg is gonna show up too.
I'm going to leave the castle tonight. I don't want to linger and make everyone feel uncomfortable.
Yes, sir. He passed by earlier at the head of his brigade.
I said we wait.
You can't do nothing? Nothing at all?
I am not sure. But I do know that if we do nothing,
Alright, on where we go. We got Clive in our party. The best healer ever. Gotta save so we... Alright. Now we can listen to the battle sound effects. We did it! Yeah. Make sure we're at least, you know, leveled up enough. So I think Jack is going to be a white elf for the rest of this playthrough. Yeah, I don't want to die to this swamp again. That would be tragic. Oh! Good job, Gantz. Jack's got the transportation instead. Transportation? That's what I thought you meant. Auto-corrected. Oh dear. I'm trying to remember which white elf that voice comes from. Also, don't you think it's kind of weird that these animals, these wild animals, are carrying goggles? Sounds like Shin. It might be Shin. Yeah. Wind defense. I think I'll be okay. Sad boy. And we got an evasion berry. There's my berries. I know it's not the most interesting thing to be grinding, but I really don't want to die to that song. But yeah, going back to Clive, I mean, he's not a good fighter, but he knows it. So he stands back and he heals people. So I mean, at least he's doing something. Genius is just kind of like, he can't really fight too well and he doesn't heal. So it's kind of a lose-lose with him. All he knows is try to sneak into the City of Flowers and have a creepy laugh.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess he is. I still want to talk shit about him. Because he's a stalker. He tries to... He watches my house with a telescope. And I don't like that. Yeah. It doesn't even quite sound like shit. I'm not... I think it's a different White Elf. I don't think it's Shin. Maybe it's Pit. It's definitely one of the male White Elves. Killbug. Victory? What? Well, I'm not... You know, I'm not really sure. So I think, yeah, the attack ones are Shin, but the victory one, I think that's like one of the younger male White Elves. Took me a while to realize that they were two separate characters. I don't know. Maybe it is Alan. Alan! That's Mikey? Oh yeah, now that I think about it, I think it is Mikey.
Alright.
Alright. So it wasn't a White Elf. It was a Dark Elf. I love that you can see RADIATA Castle from here. Got a nice view of the castle. This looks so vast. Such a vast overworld. It's a fake castle, yeah, it's just a facade. I know that sloth is coming up. I don't want it to kill me. I don't want to lose all my progress. Yeah, yeah. I love Ganta's victory. His victory thing. Oh! Girly Gantz. Now, which character is Ridley's voice? I'm not really sure. Some like rough human man. Snake. Yes, it's much more reasonable. I wonder what Mario's gonna be like. Clive is Caesar. Yeah. Two total opposites. There's a bandit. I think the sloth is over yonder. Like, it might actually not be in our way. He might be okay. Oh no, he stole my goddamn analysis ball. Fuck you, asshole. I want it back. Give me my analysis ball back. Junk trap. So she's definitely a green goblin when she does her ulti. Oh no, there he is. There's... I'm just gonna... Damn it. Yeah, Gabri. I'm gonna let you guys handle this, and I'm gonna take on the pig. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Huh?
I'm trying. I just don't want to die. I'm not ready to die yet. There we go. We made it. Without dying. Didn't even level up. Bullshit. I think it's really like squeezing my head. Yep, no damage on Jack. That's what happens when I avoid fights.
Hey, that hurts! Uncle Gantz, your whiskers hurt!
Okay.
Okay.
I can't fight. Ridley, you aren't going to... Are you? They're firing us, but we didn't do anything wrong!
Knock these guys out. We're almost at Earth Valley. Come on. Don't you steal my analysis ball again. Slice. All right. Oh.
Today we retired from the Royal Knight and came directly here to apply to your organization.
What, the dwarves?
Yeah, keep working on those excuses, okay?
Tell me, Lord Lucian, don't you think it's time that you told me the truth?
Keep working on those excuses.
A dragon does only that which is right.
He doesn't believe it for a second.
The captain, your son, he never left your heart. Now did he? Sir!
Yeah. This time he just stole an analysis ball, which I didn't really want to use right away. Head's hurting. He's driving me bonkers. Yeah, I'm fine. It's just the wig cap is kind of squeezing my head.
Hey, why am I even thinking about this?
Yep, thanks for the water. Thanks for the Wawa.
I didn't do it alone, lad. I had the help of everyone. It was all thanks to them.
Are you serious? This is it?
He was just toying with me, the arrogant scum.
I don't know about this.
What can I do for you, sir?
It's Lord Nogueira's brother, Lord Zane, the ruler of the Light Elves.
That's me.
Ridley.
As if my own body belonged to someone else. As if it wasn't my own anymore.
Well, it's about my father.
We've received numerous reports of people suddenly turning violent. We're keeping a close eye on the situation.
Ah, damn kid still got a big mouth.
Hey, Ridley, wake up! What's wrong with you?
Do you like that sound, Devin? Jarvis's labored breathing.
How dare you? Oh, I'll think of something. There are lots of other guilds, you know.
Hey, no worries.
shrimp!
Leave it to me.
The shrimp.
All I gotta
That's what
do
he
is
likes. He
beat
likes
everyone
shrimp.
else, right?
Who
And the
is it?
cheesecake.
Good. We're all here.
Very well. You shall lead a unit of your own choosing into the battle. Right away, sir.
I want to say, but also, yeah. Save. I could do the bar mission, but there's not going to be. I don't think there's going to be any like extra dialogue. I forget like at what point Jack just like suddenly knows who Gawain is. Missing? Where to? If we do that, he wouldn't be missing Woody. I'm too busy at the moment. I'm just sitting on my ass. Alright, I'll go to the pub. It's at 5 p.m. I think we have to like speed through it. Earth Valley music. I mean, then again, we also don't really have to do it. Because I don't think there's going to be any, like, dialogue, like spoken dialogue to randomize. Yeah, that is something. Bother. Spent all day sleeping. Wake up, get right back into bed.
He really does think this is a picnic.
Ha! How did you like that, non-human scum? This is the power of humanity! Ha 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 ha!
Don't you recognize his name?
We must go immediately to our Commander-in-Chief, Lord Lox, and submit our report.
You know, old guy, you could try acting more dragon-like.
Very well, Lord Jasny. I will see to it that the Rose Cochon Brigade is disbanded as you have
requested.
As they will be.
You wore the crest of the Lion of the West, but then you left your country, and now you turn up in this place.
Yep, and where the donkey leads, the ass has to follow. What was that?
Yes, sir. But we lost far too many men in the last battle.
Thank you, young friend. We should leave as soon as possible.
Humans are far too obsessed with wealth. There will never be an end to these pleas for trade.
Ah, I love his high-pitched voice. It's so fitting. Ah, the sloth again. God damn it. I'm going after the pig. Ow. Slap me on the behind. Alright, do your drunk trap. Good job, Ridley. Good on you for your drunk trap. You're supposed to be following me. Yeah, I want to see what Gantus does too. I'm sure we'll see in time. Maybe with the Goblin Trio. Ant. She kept blasting even. So anyway, I start blasting. Oh, she's got a lot of pent-up anger that she has to let out. Don't you steal my stuff. Actually, wait, I want to make sure that I don't have any berries that they can have at. Oh, they don't. Bloodthirsty Ridley arc. He's like, fuck it, I'll punt a baby. I don't care. An ant? Shit. Alright, here we go. Another cutscene. How will it randomize?
Hang in there, Ridley.
I'm coming! I'm coming to save you! We must protect the dwarf!
Can I help you?
Ridley, will you be okay? Yes. No! Please, no! No!
My reaction to seeing the Goblin Trio.
Thank you, Jack. That's exactly the answer I was hoping to hear.
And my father never really died. He was always alive, right in here.
Where are we?
Is that so? Do you mean to say that humans can't do that?
What is it?
I need to talk to you alone. Meet me tonight under the Reson tree.
With what crime would you charge them?
Sir!
You know, just kidnapping.
Thank you very much, sir. I will set out immediately to recapture Fort Valencia.
He didn't look like he was trying to rest.
You'd better not be plotting anything, do you hear me?
You! Gawain!
And then he breaks down crying. Where's the egg? What's gonna...
Oh yeah, real dirty work.
Where are we gonna hear egg?
They say his clients include some of the top people in the castle.
In Void, it's best not to ask too many questions, if you catch my drift.
I need to fix my posture.
It was just a dream.
Uh-oh, this is really bad.
Yeah, no shit.
Yes, he also said that they captured someone called Hap.
Don't get too excited. You're still just a rookie.
That will be all. I will see you both at the ceremony.
Thank you, sir.
Sometimes the Silver Dragon and Gold Dragon have to change places as the guardians of the world.
All right, we finally get to do some night stuff.
They'll be begging us for peace soon enough.
Oh, damn it. This guy is tough. Real tough.
Prepare yourself, Dragon. You're about to die at the hand of Cross Ward.
But, sir!
I knew it. That always works like a charm.
Clive, that's me. They work hard, play hard, and enjoy life to the fullest.
Nothing. I'm fine. I'm just feeling a little dizzy.
But...
What? Zane too? Haha, he's dead meat.
Zane 2 is dead meat. Yep.
What is that?
But first, I must offer my sincere condolences to you, Lord Parsec.
What's egg gonna be?
Speaking of which, I wonder where the captain is.
Let me look into that. I'm sure there are a number of suitable pretexts we can employ.
Very articulate. Very articulate of you, Monkey.
It's not too late to save her.
Okay, but where is he?
Jack, you made it. Well done.
It is most
That's the most intelligent thing he said the entire time.
Gawain. Jack. Gans.
It's time for some private lessons from Deputy Gerald on the tactics every squad leader should know.
Ridley, why? Why did you do this to me?
Not at all. Sir Jack is now a captain in the assault force.
I won't disrespect their wishes.
Now, Elena, that is enough.
This is a grave situation, sir. We can't afford to be careless.
Yes. Ridley! Ridley! Are you okay? What's the matter? You mean that thing that makes people crazy?
Leonard, how many times are you going to ask me the same question?
Darling!
What's he gonna say?
What about Cross? Why does he get to stay in bed?
That's a good point.
But they... Okay.
Hey! Patrick! You oversized cement head! Let me out of here!
Roger!
Me too, Ridley. Me too.
You're Jack, right? What are you doing here?
For the bluebird and garlic in one scene.
To reach an agreement that will
Where's the egg?
You're a squad sergeant at the Warrior Guild, aren't you?
Oh yes, I knew from the moment I saw her.
I hope it probably will be.
Fire dragon, Parser?
Great. Oh no, don't hit me. Oh hey Audible Zen Gaming. Sorry, I almost called you Zen Gaming. Welcome in. So, for those of you who don't know, Audible Zen Gaming is also a RADIATA Stories fan. He's doing a playthrough of RADIATA Stories. Right now that's in his rotation. Sorry if the audio is, the battle audio is a little bit loud. But yeah, if you guys like RADIATA Stories, which I know you do because you're watching this stream, go follow Audible Zen Gaming as well. Do your volty, Gantz. Do the volty. Oh, come on, Ridley. Why are you... She's always stealing his thunder. I want to see what Gantz's volty is. So what we're doing today is, so we're celebrating, obviously, the 18th anniversary of the English release of the game. But, we're changing it up a little bit. James, who's in the chat right now, made a patch that randomizes the audio clips in this game. So it's having some pretty hilarious results.
This is your room, right?
But unfortunately, it is a war we must fight, if we are to end it.
Jack.
What's more, the water of Earth Valley is becoming muddy and foul, and the earth is turning thin and bare.
Cool story, Jack.
Of course not. Where did you get that crazy idea?
General Dynas said that this is where he saw her.
Ah! Ridley's a girl? Sheesh. I was looking forward to a real fight. Sir?
Okay. Yeah, there's been some pretty funny occurrences. Yeah, I know Gantz. The goat needs to walk faster. I know it's traumatized from, you know, almost being killed. But if it were a snake, it would have bit me. The battle audio is also the battle efforts are also randomized. It's not just the cutscenes. I don't know if I ever asked you this, Zen. Who Who is your favorite RADIATA Stories character? And I guess anyone who is in chat and listening. Just talk about your favorite RADIATA character. Oh, I was asking, who is your favorite RADIATA Stories character? Right, so. You know, sometimes the battle audio gets kind of loud. Maybe Jack, because he's so wins. Yeah. Classic Jack. Doesn't take himself or the story too seriously. You're gonna get hit by a bandit. Alright. Oh my god, he's so slow. Okay, so second question, what is your favorite song from the soundtrack? Gans. Oh, come on! Ridley, why do you keep doing that? I wanted Gans to do his Volti. It's always Junk Trap. Ridley, if you could just, like, not do your Volti for a while, that would be wonderful. I would really appreciate it. Water Zone. Oh yeah, it's called Fatal Damage. The song that plays in Borgin. I like that one too. It actually kind of reminds me of this one song by the band Ghost called Miasma. It just really reminds me of Borgin. Oh no! Oh shit. Please heal me. Thank God. Oh, that was close. Oh God. Close. Close call. Very, very close call. It always is with those sloths. Sloth bears. No, you know what? Clive was right on time. We do not badmouth Clive in this stream chat. We stand Clive. He is the one good human.
I see. So Fort Halencia has fallen.
need is time. Give me time, and I will finish this orc.
There you go, Nogueira.
Ridley has been training to become a knight from a very young age.
Jack, are you okay? Speak to me.
Ridley?
So now we can get down to business!
To defeat the Huns.
A show of force might work on this occasion, but there is too much at stake in the long term.
She got the general vibe.
They'll probably have some kind of entry test. I'm a bit nervous.
Huh? Lord Lucian?
They won't
What
let
are
him
you
into the
doing
castle
here?
until he completes the
I am
entry.
Genius Weisheit.
The
I
entry
have
test.
only one request to make.
There I was, looking for a Filion, and who do I run into but you?
They must be able to visit the City of Flowers. Will you at least hear them out, Lord Nogueira?
I'm sorry.
Huh? It's okay. Forget it, Ridley. Listen, I've got to be heading back home.
You will hold your tongues. Whisper one word of this, and I'll deal with you as I dealt with the dragons.
Dear oh dear. You talk far too much, little man.
Oh, darn. Huh? Oh, hey, Ridley.
First, we must journey to the dwarf village in Earth Valley. We humans and the dwarves are trading partners.
It became necessary that I position myself at the center of human affairs.
Really? Wow. The elves are really scary.
This completes the tests. See Thanos at the first floor reception and he'll explain our procedures.
Ridiculous. Impossible. I have read every single document preserved in the castle library.
Gee, what kind of test was that?
Then, you and your anger and despair and regret can burn together in hell!
Yeah, the boss of Theater Van Cor.
Yeah, he did pass the entry test. Good for him.
You've become strong. Cairn would be proud of you, lad.
Are we going to all the shops?
It's an invitation from Lady Ridley.
You mean that blood orc?
Then why'd he let her join the Knights at all?
Oh, who cares? Hey, would it kill you to be a bit more polite? Maybe the sun and the moon? Ridley, look at her face. She's as white as a sheet.
Leave it to me, Lord Larks. My sword will soon cut them down.
Jack, you said that if I ever wanted to talk, I could come and see you.
Oh, nothing, just silly gossip. Thank you, Natalie, that will be all.
Just wants to talk about silly gossip.
Is that right? Great. Nice knowing you.
What's your game, Jack? What are you plotting with your non-human and dragon friends?
Who are you trying to please? Your daughter or yourself?
First of all, we must close all the city gates.
Yes, that is a prey worthy of my skills as a hunter.
Guts.
Alright, party not disbanded yet. We have to go up to, what was it, the 4th floor? Yeah, it's the 4th floor.
Oh.
Not that way. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, I have like way over 300 doggles, so I didn't need to kick that knight 300 times.
say something.
Really?
That's enough! Now, if you're ready, we'll go to the training ground. Today you get special treatment.
You're late.
A message from Lord Lars, Prime Minister of RADIATA. He requests your presence this evening.
Pink
Well, I
pig,
do still
yeah.
have to get my
The
revenge
Roche
on
Cochon,
Wayne.
What's wrong?
the black sheep.
So upset.
Don't play dumb. That money you gave me was no good. It had your face on it.
Go on, back to the city. Lord Zane is waiting for you.
Who slays dragons for sport?
Selection trials, round 2. I am Gantz Rothschild, captain of the Rose Cochon Brigade.
I guess so. Protecting you. That's my mission. I guess.
Mr. Leonard? All right, wait here.
Of course, you aren't ready to use it yet.
I don't really get it, but it sounds pretty bad. Okay, let's go.
Lord Zane slays dragons for sport. Cancel him on social media. Oh no. They found out my secret.
Well, what are you trying to say then? Would you prefer that the humans be destroyed? Or the fairy creatures?
Why not the dragons?
Right, everyone.
I should have
Let's
said
teach
that.
these goblins a lesson.
Hashtag cancel
We will
Lord
dispatch the
Zane.
RADIATA Knights as a show of force.
Good question. There! There she is, Sarge!
Yes. Who are you really? And what is it that you really want?
Genius.
Huh?
Dragons are people too. Wait. Well, they
I
are.
have called together the elite warriors of all the
Yep.
races. We will launch an all-out assault on the humans.
Getting a little ahead of himself.
Why did you let them get away?
How about, oh Lord Jack, most great and powerful warrior, and try to put more effort into it.
Sir!
Huh, there he is!
Failure is not an option. This will be one blood-tingling, rip-roaring adventure.
Exactly as you say. No, not that.
Gawain.
What?
Like how many random foreign words are used in this game? Well, all the...
My heart is gripped by fear. Fear of what humanity will do next.
All of the Night Brigades are, like, in French, and it's like a color and an animal. So, like, Roche Cochon, Pink Pig, Violet Chevret, which is, what is that, Purple Goat? Noir Mouton is, Black Sheep. Blanc Chevalier is White Knight.
I'm not talking about that. What were you doing with that Gawain guy?
Ah, Wind Valley is in the Gnome region. Try not to get lost on the way.
And then, of course, there's, the Vancouver squads, which are sort of like German-ish. Zweit, Acht squad. Where are some of the other ones? Yeah. Well, you see, Rose is like pride, and the Cochon is the loyalty to country bit. Yeah, but there are others, like, the different regions use, like, foreign words, too. and Gansa's name. I mean, there are only 2 regions. There's the English version and the Japanese version. Unless you're thinking of a different game that has more localizations. I know in what's it, Zelda Spirit Tracks. That game has been translated. It's in Japanese, English, French, German, Spanish, and like all of the characters in that game, well, and all of the locomos anyway, have names that are puns on like train stuff, and the names are different in like the different languages. Like, for example, Burn is in the German version, I think he's Delok. Coal in the German version is Gleis, which is platform. Regions of the map, maybe? I mean, there's like Septum, there's Dova, Noam, Dors, but I don't know if those mean anything in other languages.
Oh, Jack Russell. We don't know when the Gold Dragon is going to wake up. Just like no one knows when they're going to die.
Don't worry about me! The dragon! Kill the dragon!
Jack, are you there?
Maybe we did.
Why would she throw all that away?
That I don't know.
Listen, try not to be late, Kay?
I don't know if you guys have Al Cheval in other places, but there's a burger place that makes like really overpriced burgers called Al Cheval.
If you're still here when we get back, you're dead.
I'm sorry. I had to show you this.
Hey, son.
To Chicago,
is that one?
probably.
Wait a minute. This picture. Huh?
Especially our squad. We don't stand out at all. No one notices us.
Huh? You want to pay the money? Well, I guess I could do it for, say, 5,000 doggles? Whoa! Calm down! You've got it all wrong. I just want to see you grovel a bit.
I'd like to rescue her too.
You guys went there when you came in March of 2021.
Cross killed the dragon.
How was it?
His energy may be exactly what the troops need at a time
I've never
like
had
this.
it.
And there the Dark Elves were born, along with Elgin-Yards.
Ah, yes. Master Genius, your payment shall be waiting for you at the Verith Institute.
I'm sorry, but with the girl in this state, I cannot help her.
Is this really me? Or someone else?
Oh, I gotcha.
Birthday party, huh? We hadn't finished talking. I'm the one who doesn't have time. Ridley's been captured by the elves, and,
yes. There was one thing that I wanted to ask you.
Oh, right. So, where have you been, Captain?
I feel like this would be a good drinking game where, like, take a shot every time the voice clip actually does match up with the text.
Yes, sir.
'Tis a shame for sure.
Yeah.
But
That's how I feel about a lot of burgers.
to preserve the order of Totaus.
Test?
Like, there gets to a certain point where, like, you can't justify...
As of tomorrow morning, by order of Salute, Locks, Commander in
You can't justify raising the price any more than that. No matter how good of a burger it is.
The humans! They've set up.
Is Ridley a target too? Will we have to fight her as well? Tell me, Gawain. Tell me what happened to my father.
Cut off.
What do you mean, my orcs?
But wait, does that mean it'll be the end for humans too?
What the heck are you blabbering about? I mean, seriously. Yes, come sit down first.
Stupid, ignorant, stupid pumpkin heads.
So,
Telling it like it is.
Humans enslaved the dwarves in their own minds. Humans spread Algandars across the land.
Based Ridley. Yeah.
Algandars.
Algandars. I wonder what happens if I go this way. Oh, it'll let me. Bats. 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 Bats surround me. Everywhere. Only bats. Oh shit, I forgot we don't have a healer in our party. We're kind of fucked right now. Five, where are you when we need you? Oh, well that's a shame. I know one of my friends went to Al Cheval and like something like went wrong, like she didn't have her card or something like that, like she didn't have money to pay and they're just like, ah, don't worry about it. So I don't know, maybe it's like overpriced burgers, but I guess they're pretty okay people. I'm not gonna mess with any more wolves at this point. Not even you. No, no, no. Don't, no, 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 no. Not until I have Genius in my party.
I want you to work together and make sure the dragon is killed. Do I make myself clear?
Jack? The fire dragon! Where is it? We're wasting our time with these questions. If it stands as an enemy before us, we'll cut it down.
I knew it.
Sir Cross brought that blood orc? What was he thinking?
Jack?
You insolent wretch! You shall mock me no more!
That's right. Sir Gawain, if you please.
Hey, of course. Ridley, I've got it.
Unfortunately, we can no longer avoid a confrontation. And when the time comes...
Alright.
Lady Ridley is his lordship's daughter!
I don't know what's going on. I never understand this kind of stuff. Cross, stay out of my way, okay?
Why aren't you following me?
I'll let you draw up the orders. I'm sure you want to inform the brigade yourself.
RADIATA knights are still garrisoned here today to keep watch over the movements of the elves.
Yeah, or maybe just different opinions.
Taking you along with me would be nothing but trouble.
I knew it.
I mean, was it just a regular burger? Or was there,
Protected our valley.
was there something special about it?
If that's what you want.
I think that there's a save point somewhere back here. There's a healing spot. I think also, yes, there is a flag. It's easy to miss. Ah, I see. So, I wonder what Genius's shut up line is gonna be. Guess we'll find out. But first, we have to face the Gutpacken. Could have been better medium rare. Possibly. And I want it rare. I love how there's this frog right in front of us, or right in front of Genius that we're fighting. And Genius is just like, it's not my problem. He's not going to concern himself. Bubble fraggers. Oh no, he's confused. Kill it. Y'all got this. Well, it's like when Devin was playing Final Fantasy X, and you're in that trials where you're separated from all of your party members, and you have to go find them. And like Kimahri was like right in front of him, but not in his party yet. And then he ran into an enemy, and it's just like, that's not Kimahri's problem. Kimahri happy time. Genius happy time. Genius happy hour. Kimahri happy hour.
It's you!
Emergency summons? Too cool! That sounds like real night work!
Now note the two eyes. They represent the ultimate dragons. Few people have ever heard of them.
Sometimes bandits steal information.
In Fort Valencia.
It's you.
Damn it! He snuck up on me! Let me go! Let me go already!
Captain Natalie, is the intruder in there?
It's a letter describing the new prices for our metal goods and weapons.
Whoops. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, who cares? Listen!
Ancient manuscripts, documents that few people are familiar with.
I hereby announce the inauguration of the Gans Rothschild Rose Cachon Night Brigade!
The end of the world. You mean Ridley's feeling better? Why don't you join us in the fairy creatures?
However, the dragon came here to attack RADIATA itself.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't have time to chat. See you around.
Fine, but he's not going to just appear like magic.
And there's someone else here I'm anxious to see. We have
It's Lord
16
Zane.
years of catching up to do.
What is that smell?
I believe that will be all. Ah, yes. I neglected to introduce myself.
But you join
Well,
us.
of course.
That's
I'm a genius.
very appropriate.
Natalie, is there a problem?
You wouldn't! Oh, you evil scoundrel! Sometimes my good looks are such a curse!
That is terrible, sir.
Alright, now we have Genius. No more Genius happy hour. He's got to help us fight these frogs. These bubble froggers. He won't do any healing though. Oh no, I'm befuzzled. Oh no. Oh no, and I can't use any of my items.
Huh?
Fuck. Okay. Are you gonna use your Voltigants? Like I wanted you to this entire time? Alright. He's maxed out his prevent confuse, so that's good. Maybe now he won't get confused anymore. Oh, wizard. Gotta head out a little early tonight, but it's been fun. Happy 18th anniversary. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Thanks for dropping in, Ad, and happy 18th anniversary to RADIATA Stories. Hope to see you next time. I'm not sure when I'm gonna stream RADIATA Stories next, because September and October are pretty busy months for me, work-wise. But, I will let you know. Have a good night.
We're gonna fight orcs?
Yes, we are.
You know about Fire Mountain?
You're more sensitive than I gave you credit for.
But someday you will.
I needed to hear that. I needed to hear Lucy and...
What is wrong with you? Are you a coward?
There she is, over there! But it seems to me that you aren't interested in
Genius
your
thinking
own
about getting to
beauty
see it.
If we do well on this mission, I think we can expect to see the Rose Cachol stock rise considerably.
He's getting a little too excited there.
We have to get back. Find Lord Jasner. Tell him what
A
happened.
little too close for her comfort.
It must be one of the royals. I bet you anything.
You have been chosen not because of
And
what
this
you
is why I
do
have a
now,
restraining order against
but
him.
what you can do in the future.
When it comes,
Him and his telescope.
it will mean the end of this world.
Jack, are you all right?
Who cares about dragons?
Miss Arnold, let her go!
Damn right! Now tell us, who are you? What are you doing jumping out on people like that?
We defeated that dragon, did we not?
Really? That's strange.
We must not miss this opportunity. Gather the troops. We'll strike them down with one mighty blow.
Whoa!
They have asked us to investigate the Void community.
The training ground? Oh, that place. What? You want to go another round?
What's this one doing all the way up here?
I don't understand. Why? Why can't a genius like me understand?
You could join too, Jack.
It was your choice. Humans were ruled by dragons because that was what they willed.
Master Jack, it's terrible.
Yes, dragons may be strong, but it was easy enough for me. I mean, easy enough for us to slay.
Linus, what do you think?
Yes, sir!
We are all blessed by the richness of this world. So why does it always come down to war, eh, Jack?
I don't know. I'll find a way. I have to talk to Lord Zane.
That's why the people of ancient times...
That Clive guy really was useless, huh?
Back off! One step closer and I slit her throat.
The transpiritation? Yes, that was part of my destiny too.
The Earth Dragon guards the dwarves. And as the Fire Dragon, I am responsible for guarding the goblins.
Here it is again.
Jack!
Genius, at least do it behind closed doors, please.
Yes, exactly. The sun represents day, and the moon represents night.
Nothing will happen to her now. You can fight knowing that she's safe.
And then, at last, I will be inside the City of Flowers.
A dragon is powerful. Frighteningly powerful.
Oh boy. Adele's going to be so mad
The sun comes up every single day.
Hey, it was really no big deal. I mean...
Do you mean that we should accede to the dwarves' demands?
Very well. Thank you, Gawain.
On the other hand, perhaps it is precisely because our time in this world is so short.
Alright, got packing. Give me some level up. Oh! Sorry, genius. Goddamn got packings and their status effects.
Okay.
It's a shame that Genius doesn't have a Volti as well. It would be cool if he did, like, what do you think it would be?
That's enough, Cross. Your arrogance is starting to get on my nerves.
Is he dead? They apparently live in the Elflands.
But that's because human life is so fragile. and short. Sir,
I was on a mission and heard orcs, so I came as fast as I could.
Beats me.
Probably something creepy. Watching Zane take a shower no jutsu. He's gonna beat you with his giant telescope. Yes, he's gonna beat you with his giant telescope. Sniffing Gil's dirty underwear. Auto cure. Cures himself, but nobody else. Actually, I should probably stock up on some herb extract. I'll just get one. I think I'll be okay. Gans takes very good care of us. He's a good leader. Come on, none of that. Come on, do your Gantz Breaker, or whatever Volti it's replaced with.
okay.
I think Genius's voice is Flow? Is it Flow? I'm not really sure. Oh, a wolf. Now that I think about it, I think his Jack might just be like a standard white elf NPC. Thank you for the hydrate.
Okay.
Ooh, Cyclone Thrust. I know the goat didn't come for me, but I'm coming for it. I don't care. Probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it is the White Elf NPC. It's the ta. Ta. I feel so blessed to be a White Elf. This is just so appropriate. Can you please just let Gantz do his ulti for once? One time, that's all I ask. He was gonna die anyway, Ridley.
Huh? Okay.
You next. Ta.
Okay.
So many battles, but it'll be worth it. Always good to prepare. What's that plus mean, Devin? Good job, Academia. Is she watching too? Can't wait on your keyboard. As cats often do. There's a treasure chest here. And a wizard.
What did he say?
Nope.
Miss Barbena!
Master Jack, thank you. That's enough. Please, let go, Jack. Ouch!
Ah, poor Ridley, she's still poisoned. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Thank you. Oh, they're all poisoned. And no good. Why don't you cure yourself? Sorry, Gantz, you're gonna die of Algendar's, as is Ridley. That's just the way it is. Alright, hopefully they'll level up so that they can... Okay, well, maybe not. Ridley's doing not great at all. She's on the brink of death. I don't want to use my herb extract on her, because I'm not the captain, and it's Gance's job to do that. Why are you guys so useless? Oh, shit! Not this asshole again. Okay, Ridley. I know I said I wasn't gonna do this, but... This electric wolf is not something you want to fuck with. And I just did. As long as I don't die, I'll be fine. Okay. Are you gonna leave me like this? Yeah. There you are. He survived. You're okay.
What is it, Coco? What happened?
Earth dragon? So it was a dragon. Huh?
What? Did you say, I'm afraid?
Master Jack Russell, are you there?
Me? No. So, why don't you just tell me who the head honcho is in the fort? And now, look at me. More friends than I can handle.
Ah, is that right?
Relax, buddy. Let's keep it friendly, okay? What's so funny?
People with the disease, you don't know how violent they can be.
I think you will find it most instructive.
Hey, old guy. I've got a question.
Got it!
You?
Let's get some herb extracts in us. Teardrops will probably come in handy, but I'm not going to use them.
Yeah?
want to save first, and then we'll go see Lord Nogueira. Nogueira.
Now, to continue.
Jack, don't pay any attention to this idiot.
Well said, Nogueira. Silence.
It is a bitter world.
The changeover is needed, as you know, to reset the world, so it can start afresh.
A successor?
I will take you there.
But Jack...
The stuck-up know-it-all.
Your Majesty, have you given any thought as to why the dragons have come to kill humans?
What's wrong? Are you hurt?
Jack, always fight for what's right, and you'll be fine.
Look!
What would you know about it?
No, Jack. You're no longer a knight. It's not your duty.
The truth, my lord?
Only those related by blood may bear the august Silver Lake name.
Dinas, Cross, now is not the time to squabble among ourselves.
If the orcs were red, they must be blood orcs.
Okay, sir. You murderer! Ridley was human too!
But let's dispense with the chit-chat.
Man, it's hot.
Very well. You may leave it with me.
Goodbye, Jack.
You would join the elves? But no, you are lying like your kind always does.
Nogueira talking with his brother's voice.
Don't tell me you've forgotten his lordship, Lord Locks, Commander-in-Chief of the Knights.
We'll see soon enough who's deluded. The point of my sword will settle the matter.
Fine, fine. We want the same thing, I suppose.
No way! That sounds pretty major.
Nogueira's got a woman's voice. I don't know whose it is.
All right.
Oh, nope. Oh, it's my voice. Gonna have to get going in a bit. Oh, yeah. Understandable, Devin. Thanks for dropping in. I hope you had as much fun as I have playing this game. Come on, Nogueira.
All right.
Oh, shit. R.I.P. That's okay.
Well, well.
Well, well. I'm going to get to the City of Flowers. That's okay. You'll be able to watch the VOD after this. After the stream is over. I'll let you know if anything funny happens afterwards. Not the same. I know. It's okay, Devin. Hope you sleep well. Hope work goes well tomorrow. It's the wine. Try the wine. Good night. Sleeping. I'll do it. I'm pretty sure I know what the right answers are. He's not even old enough to drink, but he's gonna buy wine. Don't question the logic of it. Those aren't wines, those are barrels. Well, maybe they are. You don't know that. Okay, let's see. Really? I thought the knights were all rich. I didn't mean to bring up your miserable lifestyle. Yeah, dickhead. Yeah. Hey, senpai, how is it going? Test. Quiz. How's your night going? It's neither. How did you know? RADIATA's going good. I don't know if you've, when you dropped in, but this is an audio randomizer that James made. It's not noticeable right now because there's no audio or no voiced dialogue, but you'll see it when there's a cutscene or when we get into a battle. Yeah, money. Yeah. It's been pretty entertaining so far, so I like it. Oh! That's not your voice. That's not your voice, Ida. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. When are you planning on streaming this game again? I know I haven't, like, I've been kind of busy, so I haven't really been too active on Twitch. But, not as active as I'd like to be. But here we're gonna see the randomizer in action.
Gawain, tell me the truth. Did you really kill my father?
Very good, Gans.
Yes, sir. See ya.
He hasn't grown any smarter, either.
Greetings, Master Jack.
I don't want to hear it, Jarvis. Don't come back until you've sobered up. You hear?
Hey, you know this Gawain guy?
You interrupted! You go now!
Fool, this is no place for children.
Well, you'd better start teaching him, hadn't you?
The unbalancing of the elements and the spread of Alkandars? This is the time.
You are perfectly correct. That is why we will be bringing a specialist with us.
Do we both stay in here?
Cross! You scumbag! And hence the letter. I see. I will make sure that it is delivered safely.
That's how honorable bandits always work.
No, we cannot accede to your demand.
You keep promises? Could have fooled me.
How about you? Did they hurt you bad?
When it comes to crococators, no one has more discerning judgments than I.
Jack!
Right. What's the scream?
We can't lie down before them so meekly.
We're supposed to be undercover, right?
Ridley!
Yes, Lady Anastasia.
Yeah, a little, I guess. But it sounds way cool, too.
Jack, we don't have time for pity. It is your duty to try and best me.
Hey, it's no big deal, Jack. Heck, if Jarvis here can do it.
Ever since I received the ritual, I've been feeling different.
You've got a big mouth. Why don't you shut it? But Sarge, why did they ask for us? This sounds bigger than normal guild work. What was that?
No, Jack, there's a connection. I know it. It's my fault. All my fault.
How's that wound I gave you earlier? Healed yet?
If you are so surprised to see me like this, then I suppose you haven't heard yet.
So this is the Light Elf leader?
Thank you, your lordship.
Jasmine, please try not to get upset.
Jack the Dragon Slayer?
What's wrong, Princess? It's thanks to you running off that they're here in the first place.
This is terrible. I have to tell Lady Ridley at once. Unbelievable. Everything is clear to me now. This settles it.
We still have yet to hear the egg sound clip. I'm waiting for it. I'm gonna be a happy man when it comes. And Jack has the voice of the White Elf NPC.
A mistake? What happened to Ridley was your fault.
Those filthy orcs. I won't let them get away with this. Forgive me, Lord.
Man, I haven't heard from him in ages.
There isn't one.
It's no use, Sarge.
Oh, is it that time already? You see the 4 colors in the painting? They symbolize 4 dragons. The dragons of earth, water, wind, and fire.
Now take this corpse and throw it somewhere where it won't be found.
They grow more and more violent by the day. Extermination is the only answer now.
Room leader.
Nogueira's solution to the Blood Orcs. Nogueira is to the Blood Orcs what Zane is to humans.
Sure, but come on, you eat meat.
Humans aren't immortal. They're like babies. They want to grasp at everything before their time is up.
I love how that Blood Orc said that. Just as he was dying. Still needs to talk.
Don't worry about me. I'll make sure I go easy on him.
Wow.
I want you to lead a brigade during the attack.
Huh? Where am I?
I did it! I did it! I destroyed the dragon!
Look, Captain, she's getting her color back.
I'm sorry. You bring back my Ridley like this, and that's all you can say?
Please, call me Arnold.
Why must humans be the ones to die?
Yes, my lord.
Huh?
Lady Ridley?
Tomorrow you'll be assigned to a unit. Be at the guild first thing in the morning, and don't be late.
We leave first thing tomorrow morning from Popcorn Gate.
This young girl is in grave danger.
But Captain, what are you going to do?
There is no way you could learn that the dragons are the guardians.
This young girl needs to rest.
Darn it. I'm not exactly dressed for visitors.
That's Zay, or not Zay, Noguera in his nightgown.
Ultimate dragons?
Sorry, not dressed for visitors.
That ritual set me on the path to my destiny as the Gold Dragon's vessel.
The ore deposits will soon be exhausted, and our valley will become a valley of death.
The dragon's duty is to preserve the cosmic order. To do that, they must purge the world of all humans. And I suppose you figure I can help you get in.
Don't even think about running.
We are the Rose Cochon Brigade. We are here to escort the trade goods in place of the Violet Chevret.
In war, there is no time for cowardice or incompetence.
I'm telling you, it was pretty wild.
It was...
No, never mind. So, you must be the RADIATA Knights who want to deliver the royal message.
So, what does Rose Cochon mean?
Now, to business.
Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. I am Sergeant Jarvis of the Hecton Squad.
Calm down.
Yes. I have a responsibility. I have to help put things right.
10,000? My apologies, sir. Why not just invite the enemy into the castle yourself?
Perhaps. What do you suggest we do next?
Whatever. If he says he won't do a mission, he just isn't gonna do it. What did you say? You stinking rat! What have you done to my sister? Huh? Okay.
It's getting hot in here.
I am pleased that I can be of some service, Lord Lux.
It grieves me deeply, but we have no choice.
If you were truly grieved, you would give them a chance to restore that honor.
The arrogance and anger of humans will destroy the world. You know that.
So long to a hero.
From the Light Elf village. Yeah? Okay, fine. Have it your way. But if you don't want to beg for your life... Egg?
There it is! We found the egg! We found the egg clip. Finally.
I'm sorry, but every word of it is true. I heard it from Lady Ridley herself.
Sir, right away, sir.
Well, your dump is just about what I expected. Don't you ever clean up?
If we fight with skill and courage,
Yeah, there's still one more to go.
see why we cannot also be victorious.
And also the clips kind of repeat themselves too. But I am happy that we found an egg. Yeah, there's that too. We need to find the
Well, the captain hasn't moved.
What do you mean? Develop a strategy? What are you blabbering about?
I knew it was going to come at like a very serious cutscene. You've got an egg here.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just... elves don't understand desire.
I don't know, I feel like there's a couple clips that I've heard twice.
Yes, sir.
Sergeant?
Yeah, but I'll beat him soon. Sure, he's better than me now, but just you wait. That's kind of lame. Are you okay, General?
The ancient elven tongue.
I have received the transpiritation. I must stand by the side of the elves.
We meet at last, Aphelion.
Okay, just stop doing that, all right?
A leader must be prepared to put his foot down for the good of the troops.
Ridley Silverlake.
Are you all right? Besides, without him, how will we carry everything back to the castle?
Have you discussed this with Lord Lars?
He said he was on some sort of mission.
A clue to what?
Don't forget, it is my fiancée who has been kidnapped.
You clowns are boring. I want to fight some orcs.
Compromise? No, I refuse to accept that.
Alright. Party disbanded. I have to find my way back down to the basement. Oh yeah, he was back there. It could be. Maybe I'm just tweaking. Alright, the spreading of the plague begins. Another cutscene. All right, no problem, James. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for letting me try this out, and also thanks for the sub as well. Lots of thanks to Zophor. Hope you have a good night.
Lucia, Kuramun, Korosu, Temu, Sura.
What's happening? I've had enough. I'm going home.
Humans have the most important role of all. They serve as the vessel for the twin dragons.
A dragon. A silver dragon.
Come on, we have to hurry before all the shops close.
Anyway,
The voice of
I
Reynos
guess it's
inside
about
the
time
cell.
for you to hand over the fort. My friend Jack, I hope this finds you well. I trust
you remember your old Captain Gantz.
Did you say Cairn?
Just as night follows day and day follows night, so the two dragons each take their turn as guardian.
No, not now. I'm very sorry, my lord.
Jack, what are you doing? Hurry up and get going!
Oh, boy.
Hey, Lady Natalie doesn't take orders from you.
It is all finished. At last.
It has been going on far too long. She has not been charged with any crime.
Oh man, where the heck did he go?
I wouldn't talk to him too much if I were you. Idiocy is contagious.
Ridley! I have nothing else to say to you.
I gotta tell ya, it was a real handful getting him in there.
Ah!
But what are you two doing here?
Sir, I am honored to accept the assignment.
Idiot! In this squad, you follow my orders!
What it means is, I have no reason to fight you now.
This is the Hecton Squad's second in command.
We aren't here to discuss me. Now, are you going to tell me what this letter is about?
What do you think you're doing, Cross? Jack was one of my guests.
And whose fault is that? Yes, of course.
That tubby guy you came with failed.
Screw 'em all.
Cross, what happened in the meeting?
What if it was Isabella? I can't even bear to think about it!
Oh yeah, Tubbs will be with Gerald, our second in command. You get Sergeant Caesar, Squirt.
What? You didn't appreciate me saving your life?
Now, Master Jack. You'll have many opportunities to hone your skills.
Well, do as you please.
Clive?
This is the death of humanity. The painting depicts the end of the world.
Very well, if that is what they want. We shall take that fort and crush them once and for all.
Oh, if only that were true. The fact is, I wish I were in Jack's shoes right now.
It is time.
That drum roll. It is time.
Huh? But how are you planning on getting into the city? Hey, you're finally back.
Damn it all. They caught up to us.
What? You dare speak against Crossward of the Radiata Knights?
So you are here instead of the Violet Chevret.
So don't go. Adele?
But his hand was forced. He had no choice but to get rid of us.
Cross, the dragon has thrown the people into a panic.
Now, listen up while I explain our next mission.
Fool!
Well, I did want to see how the son of Gawain could fight.
What? The Silver Dragon is in Radiata Castle?
But I'm sure you all remember Cairn Russell. He was able to slay a dragon on his own.
I can't protect her forever. But you watch her, Gantz.
Right, good stuff. Wait to find the other egg. This truly is an Easter egg hunt. God, this basement goes down so far. Goes down for miles. Save and sleep. Another cutscene. Another string of cutscenes, I should say. Let's see how well it pans out. Is it gonna be awkward? Is it gonna be funny?
Gawain? Oh no! Ah! Okay, it's not over! Huh? You killed him.
That's another, like, blank audio.
I'll get straight to the point. I need your help.
Aw, you're just saying that.
Right, boss.
Okay, go on in.
There's an audio clip of Nogueira that was deleted.
As
I
the
wonder if it's
Silver
gonna show
Dragon,
up.
I was powerless. Powerless to act against Ridley while she was the vessel.
Ah, it's you.
I'd better find this fire dragon before I get toasted.
Exactly. I completely agree. If we send out the knights, the non-humans could respond in kind.
Yes, he is the son of Sir Cairn, former captain of the Black Chevalier. This one may have a bright future.
Huh? I don't think so. I was just getting warmed up.
Parsecs pig snorts.
No, don't you worry about that. You let me deal with Aphelion.
This just doesn't feel right. Can we drop the polite sir stuff?
You see, there are those to whom I pay respect, and those to whom I don't have to.
We don't have the strength for another attack. Sir Gawain!
Combatants, take your positions!
Yes.
Yeah, do you know him? Ah, so it's like I'm a knight again, huh? But listen.
Damn you! Jack, watch your tongue.
Classic Zane line.
Stop, Jack! You can't possibly beat him!
Lord Nogueira, we beg you, please save Lady Ridley.
They're conspiring to save Ridley.
You shall conquer Fort Halencia. In return, I will spare this girl's life.
I don't really get this philosophy stuff.
Jack, as Junzaburo mentioned.
You don't need a drink. Besides, I'm underage.
Dinus.
Yep, it sure is.
Okay then. I guess I should head to the castle.
Jack.
Cairn struck down the water dragon to save his fellow humans.
No. Come on. She's not gonna die, is she?
The orc that the Rose Kushan fought that day, it was brought there by someone you know quite well.
He simply disappeared from our lives, leaving my mother and me alone.
Yes, sir. However, I recently left the family and decided to join the Light Elves.
We shall do as Larx advises. Prepare to send out the troops.
What are you talking about? I'll go.
Listen, Elf, hand Ridley over now!
Are you all right?
Yes, sir. That would be me, sir.
Getting kind of tired.
Oh, goody! So it's going to be the General, is it? I hope you're ready, General!
Wrap up things sometime soon. But, we gotta find a good stopping point.
Ridley, come back to me!
Ooh, wee. The captain's mad at you.
What would that be?
Aren't we going to help them?
Maybe after we get fired from the Knights.
There are guards everywhere. Are you going to let me in? Was this because of me?
We are the Rose Cochon Brigade, here to escort the trade goods in place of the Violet Chevret.
I think that would be a good place.
You can't just wave your sword around.
And of course, when that happens, all of humanity has to be exterminated.
Huh? Why not? It's a deal.
Well, anyway, a promise is a promise.
Alright, we're about to get our asses fired. For literally no reason. Another cutscene.
We're not plotting anything, Cross. Just what is it that you're so afraid of, anyway?
What's this? Do I sense some bad blood between you?
What's done is done.
Time and again, humans build that tower only to see it destroyed by dragons before it is complete.
Hey, Captain! Over my dead body! Why is he laughing? He really is a weirdo. Ugh, don't do it, Cross! If the fire dragon dies, it's the end!
Your fee is waiting for you back at Olashian.
Humans have never been allowed inside the City of Flowers where the elves live.
You know, monsters and other creatures, but we never thought there was a dragon there.
You shut up! I shut you up good!
Got it? What do you mean?
Cross, Jack, I want you to take your units south to Fire Mountain and find that dragon.
Ah, I see. That would explain why you look so much like a night elf.
Cross, sit down!
Right! You said something about a meeting? I think I'll have to check that out. Except for the ball thing. Hey, Ridley.
What do you think you're doing? You know who I am.
Very well. Jack, you get away this time.
So, let's see. I have to fight Ridley Silverlake, right? Okay. This early in the morning?
There's the Theater Van Core recruitment flyer.
Yes, sir. Fort Helencia is under attack by the elves and is on the verge of falling.
Famous, huh? I've never heard of it.
What's this?
I knew I'd heard that name somewhere. So I've got a wino for a boss.
Thanks for bringing me along.
Whoa! Ouch! Wow! That dwarf knows how to kick butt!
Game?
Damn it. The Light Elves have begun their uprising.
Alright. I think that's gonna be all for tonight. I apologize that I said that this was gonna be a stream where I like recruiting all the people, but I didn't recruit anybody because well, at least we got to see the randomized audio, so that was fun. There aren't going to be any more streams for the rest of the week. Excuse me, I'm going to post the stream schedule for next week on Saturday the 9th. We're going to have our movie night on September 11th. We got some Shadow of the Colossus coming up next week, so that's exciting. As far as the next RADIATA story stream, like I mentioned before, September and October, excuse me, they're very busy months for me, work-wise. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to stream RADIATA stories next. Maybe like Wednesday, October 25th. I know that's kind of far off. Maybe I'll see if I can squeeze something in sooner. But that's about as good as I can do for right now. Anyway, I think we'll call it for tonight. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you, James James Jarek. I think it's pronounced with like a G as in giraffe. But thank you, James, for allowing me to try this out. Thank you for subscribing for 10 months. Thank you, Infinity Sodas, for the follow, and thank you everybody else for joining me tonight, keeping me company, and sharing the 18 years of RADIATA stories and kicking things. I hope to see you again soon, definitely for movie night. And then whenever I stream a video game next. Anyway, that will be all. I don't think we're gonna do a raid. I think we'll just forego the raid, to be honest. Because I don't think that there's anyone playing RADIATA stories except me. I can always check. No, it's just me. Alright, well, anyway, with that put aside, humans and fellow fairy creatures, thank you all for joining me. I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. Have a good night. Bye-bye.